Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. So this is Kubernetes 134 release team burn down meeting, and this week is week 14, and today is 18th of August. So it's very coming close to the release date. It's exciting. So before we get started, please do note that this is a Kubernetes community meeting, which falls under Kubernetes Code of Conduct, which can be summarized to be excellent to each other. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, the meeting is recorded and will be publicly posted to YouTube. So please be mindful what you say is being recorded. So with that out of the way, added to the attendees list in America's EMEA section, which is happening right now. This session is America's EMEA, and then we had the APAC a little bit earlier. And before we move into the sub-team updates, do we have any open discussions that we want to bring up at this point? And I take that as a no. So we'll move on to the sub-team updates, and we'll start with enhancements. Do we have someone from enhancements? I see Ryan.
Yeah, I think Josh is not available. So, hey folks, Ryan this side. Our status is green. We don't have much updates. We have total 58 caps tracked this release. So yeah, that's all from us.
Great. Thank you very much. Do we have any questions for enhancements team? Okay, if not, let's move on to release signal. Do we have anyone from release signal?
Yes. Okay. Current status is green. We have two known issues that are being tracked by Beyond, and those are confirmed to be non-blocker for the RC2 cut, but we would like to have that before 134. Conversations going on. I already sent a message on release management, so I think everyone's aware. So, really good. That's it. I don't know if you have any question for me.
Great, thank you for the updates. And do we have any questions for or comments for the release signal? All right, I think that's a good sign that we don't have anything to add on top of it. Thank you very much. So moving on, docs. Do we have anyone from the docs team?
Yeah. So our current status is yellow. Weekly branching PR will be created soon. RC.0 release note PR has been created and it's under review from our team side. And RC.1 will be created soon once RC.0 is merged. So that's all for doc team. Any questions, team?
Thank you. Yeah, is there any questions or comments around the status or anything related to docs?
I can add a GTM approved and hold if you want to merge it as soon as possible after the reviews are settled in. So I can do
Yeah,
that.
so there was some feedback from Russian from
Yeah,
our
I saw.
I think, yeah, that has been resolved, so you can approve, and I think Russian will probably approve now.
Yeah, I'll add the approval and hold, so that will speed up the process.
Okay.
Thank you.
Amazing. So looks like it's the current status is very close to green at this point. But yeah,
Yeah.
thank you very much for the updates. Great. All right. If there is nothing from others for the docs team, let's move on to comms. Do we have anyone from comms team, please?
Hi, everyone. Comms status is green. For the feature blogs, we have 7 managed and ready to schedule. We have 12 with reviews in progress. I reached out to the SIGs for technical reviews, and we're also reaching out to SIG.blog to review the ones that already have a technical review and review from comms. Next release announcement, the blog is ready to review. Please take a look. We also reached out to SIGs for technical review on their sections. And for webinar and press, I think press is already scheduled. And webinar, we booked from our side, but didn't get confirmation. So I'm probably going to reach out to CNCF if I don't hear anything today.
Great, thank you for the update. Do we have any questions or comments for the comms side?
Yeah, I
Just
think you wouldn't hear. You wouldn't hear back from Audra because I believe Audra's out for I think a day or two. So
Okay.
that
Yes, just that the person behind webinar left the CNCF a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not sure they staffed that email address back. So I would
I
actually
am
reach
sending
out.
emails to CNCF-webinars though, not to Audra specifically, but I can send another email.
Yeah, I would try to include her. And there's also another person, I don't remember the name exactly, but I can get it. She's handling the community, some community stuff that was handled by, I remember the name now, but another person that left recently.
Katie?
Yes, correct. So they should be able to direct you to the person.
Okay. I will send another email to the CNCF address and maybe ask you if you have some specific emails. I do think I have the address, Caitlin's address, so maybe I can reach out to her.
Okay, so I just left a quick note about the webinar handling. Thank you very much for the updates and the status on it. So yeah, we'll probably just keep tracking. And do we have any tentative dates for the webinar just yet, or it's still pending?
We do. I booked September 24th.
Okay, great. So we still have some time in that sense. So yeah, let's try to get updates. And yeah, if there is any help needed for pinging or getting updates, we'll definitely be here to support you. So thank you very much. Is there anything else for the comms side? All right, let's move on. Release branch management. I see Matteo on. If you can provide
Hello.
updates.
Yeah, so we are considering maybe, I came here for this exact reason, delaying of 1 day the RC2, just to merge a couple of things before the official release. Guillaume, if you have any thoughts on that. And sorry,
Yeah.
but I cannot write, so you have to write for me, thank you.
Yeah. So the thing with that is, yeah, I'll paste that in the meeting agenda just shortly. So the thing with that is there are two open issues that we're targeting. I think RC, I wanted to believe that they were targeting RC2. One is like work in progress. I have seen a couple of PRs merge for the DRA flaky test, but still there are some more things that are required there. And the other one is improving the handling of deprecated and hidden metrics. That's also for this milestone, but I haven't seen much activity on the improving the handling for deprecated and hidden metrics. I would ideally like to get that merged in RC2 so that there are no surprises when we do the final release cut and we can observe a stable CI. There's also one more issue that Patrick just pinged me on around again fixing a data race in one of the DRA tests. So yeah, I don't want any code changes to get merged really close to the next release cut, and we have things that can break because of the previous issue that we had of the testing on the it was testing on the release patch material when the QVPS server crashed. Something like testing on the release once, that why it wasn't caught in the CI. Because
So
that
I
release,
think it's solved, right? I
it's
didn't see
solved, but I don't want to have issues like those, like something when you did a zero cut,
I
something
mean,
happened.
those are out of our control. Like
Yeah.
if the testing is not done on the development side, that there's very little we can do on the release management side. So it's
Yeah.
like we cannot predict even if this RC2 will be free of those problems. Hopefully, we had one. We don't want it twice, but you never know. So we are ready eventually to cut another one.
Yeah, hope is what we live by. So I am hoping that everything goes well. But I want to get every code change PRs merged as soon as possible so
Yeah.
that we at least have some time in our post submit CI to monitor it. So I am okay delaying this cut for a day or max 2 days if those issues want to get merged before the RC2 cut, which
Okay.
I would like to happen.
Let's circle back tomorrow. And if tomorrow we still want to delay it, we decide if 1 day or 2 days, and then I send the comms.
Yeah, that sounds perfectly fine.
Okay. Because I do want to hear from the developers, like just to understand if it's doable, or if it's not doable, it's fine. We just cut as it is. And we hope that for 34, it's okay, even if I don't really like the idea. But yeah.
Yeah, so this test that Patrick pinged me on, this is for DRHGA. There's a data race in DRHGA, which is stable.
Mhm.
So, GA feature having a bug fix so late in the release. I am a bit skeptical, but let's see. Hope is the thing.
That's okay. Nothing else
I
on my
guess
side.
I guess the status is yellow as an overall status then.
I mean, to me, it's still green. Like the process itself is not impacted. It's
This is the
just a
thing.
matter of the code. So it's not
Okay,
really, it's not a problem delaying. Like it doesn't impact the stability or anything.
that's fair. And I think it's very clear how the discussion has happened here. Obviously, recording is here, but also the meeting notes showing that we have a few things that we need to discuss further. If there is a thread, a Slack thread or GitHub issues, we might want to
Yeah,
paste it in
there's
here.
a Slack thread for sure. The GitHub issues are the ones linked by Signal, and there's always dev-kubernetes.io where we send communications about delays or anything like that.
Okay, I'll retrieve that and put it over into the agenda a little bit later.
Cool.
Okay, and so I think that was great. Thank you very much. And there was a bit of a discussion in the meeting chat, but before we go into that, I don't see Fred on the call. I guess there is nothing for the EA side at this point. And that means we can move on to release lead. So Viom, if you can take it away.
Yes, hello everyone. So no as such major updates from my side. Today was the Google podcast in which I told the folks the theme, which I will do very much soon for the release team as well. I didn't share the logo, so the logo is still no one has seen it. But I'll be sharing it in the Wednesday meeting. So if you're interested in taking a look at it, the APAC folks would be the first one to say it because that meeting is earlier in the day. So you might, if you want to see the logo earlier, that's the option. But apart from that, no other major updates, just prepping for RC2, and now we'll be following up with these issues that we have seen for RC2. And sub-team leads, kindly just check your handbook once because the release date is coming up by shortly. So if you have any items for last 2 weeks of the release or last 1 week of the release, it's good time to start taking a look at those and prepping for those in general. So that's just a reminder to all the sub-team leads to do that. And yeah, no other major updates from my side. We've been going great. Just one more, like 1.5-ish week more, and we'll be sorted. This release cycle will be done. And I deeply, deeply appreciate all the effort that everyone has put in. So yeah, just a little bit more than a week to go, and we're almost there. Just the final countdown to the release cut. So great job, everyone, so far.
Thank you very much. All right, so any questions or comments for Vion? Okay, I take it as no. Moving on, we have SIG scalability, which hasn't provided any status, which I assume that there's nothing to report, so probably green. And that covers all the sub-team updates at this point. So do we have any other topics that we want to discuss before I stop the recording?
Retro is on third, just a reminder for that, which I will do in every meeting, every time going from this meeting, because we, I think, have a couple of important items in this retro that I will also add. So just pitch in if you have anything, and let's improve the release process in general.
Yep, great. Anything else from anyone else? All right, if not, thank you very much, YouTube, and I will stop the recording.